What's up, guys? So I'm starting this new series that I've been thinking about for a long time, but I just didn't know how to do it. I wanted to put this all into one big video, but I decided to make it a series instead. The series is going to be called If I Was In. Today's episode is going to be If I Was In the Mass Effect universe. There's three things that I want to talk about, not just if I was in the Mass Effect universe, blah blah blah. No, there's three ways that you could be in the Mass Effect universe, but actually experience it differently. It's always going to be different in the three ways that I have. With this series, I really want you guys to interact with it. Like, I would love video responses, just because I think this is a really, really interesting, personal, and just fun idea. Because I had a lot of fun with this, and I think a lot of you will have a lot of fun with it as well. So, if I was in the Mass Effect universe, first is if I was teleported into the Mass Effect universe. And by that, I mean, if I was right now who I am, how I am, and everything, if all of a sudden I just teleported into the Mass Effect universe, the way that I am, where you're just like, what the hell is going on? Where you're just all of a sudden in a different world. I don't know anybody that wouldn't be terrified if they all of a sudden found themselves in something that you would consider to be science fiction, but not just because it's terrifying to be somewhere that you're not used to. And that you thought was never even possible, but because I'm a very, very scared person. Like, I get scared easily. I get scared of everything. I might sound kind of boring because I'm not very adventurous, and I think I am kind of boring, especially when I have some friends that want to go camping or something like that, or they want to go freaking zip lining, or they want to go to some roller coaster rides or something. I'm just like, oh no, bye, I'll pass. One of my biggest fears is to be lost. I hate feeling like I don't know where I am. Like that whole disoriented feeling, it terrifies me. So I think this would be very, very terrifying for me because of that fear that I have. So let's just say that I was teleported into the Citadel. And just for technical purposes of this video, we're gonna say that the games don't exist. The game is not the game, it's this universe. But I had no idea what the hell it was. I mean, could you imagine seeing all these aliens? Like, seeing all these freaking crazy aliens? That would be terrifying, and all over the place, because the Citadel is packed. So I don't know. It would be so. I'd probably be going crazy. I'm not that type of person to be going. Ah! I'm not like that type of person to be screaming, but I am the type of person that starts hyperventilating and starts shaking and just like. So once I were to accept the fact that I'm already there, I've got to do something. So I would observe everything first. I'd be like, okay, which alien? Let's just pretend I had to approach one of the alien races, not the humans. Okay, I'd observe every species and try to see which one was less intimidating. I think the one that would intimidate me the most would probably be the Turian. The way that they kind of look predatorial, and they are, but I probably wouldn't approach them. The Krogan, they're pretty big and menacing. But I think the ones that I would probably try to approach were the Volus. And the reason why the Volus is because I'm short. I'm 5'3". I'd be like, okay, either you go to talk to this huge alien that's probably going to eat you, or you go and talk to one of the little dudes. I'd go talk to one of the little dudes. The Volus, but then I'd quickly realize that they hate humans, so that idea would probably be very short-lived. My next attempt would probably be with the Asari, just because they look pretty human, and they don't look intimidating. They have this persona about them that they just look like they could help you out. Even though I would start to move around, I think it would take me a very long time before I actually decided, I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna look around. This is pretty cool. I don't think I would. If I don't know where to go, if I don't have a guide, I'm just like, what do I do? Like, I'm not gonna go over there, especially when with the Citadel is a lot about speeders and like speeders taking you from place to place. I'd be like, screw that, I'm not gonna go on that thing. I'd be pretty much stuck in one area wherever I was. Hopefully it would be someplace where there was food and some place to stay or something. Because if I was on the Presidium or something, I'd probably be screwed. So probably someplace in the wards, I'd be pretty set to go, because I wouldn't really have to go anywhere but just, you know, around the wards. But yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna explore it. No, I'd probably just be sitting there crying or something. You know, you would be presented with the opportunity to leave the Citadel to go on a different planet. I don't think I would. Like, I sound so boring, especially because I love this universe. I always like, dude, if I was in that universe, that'd be so awesome. You know, you get to see planets and this and that, different planets in space and everything. But in reality, if you think about it, if you really, really think about what you would really, really do, and be true to yourself and say, no, I wouldn't do that. Just knowing who you are, you would probably be doing things differently than you would want to. Because I would want to explore, but knowing me, I know I wouldn't. I know I'd just be sitting there like an idiot, crying or something. Probably like begging an Asari to help me and like, please, no, don't leave me. Please tell me where to go. The idea of going somewhere, a different planet, would be just terrifying. Like, I mean, it would be fascinating. I would love the idea, but I don't think I would actually dare to do it, just because I'm like, what's in the planet? I would be thinking too much. I'd be like, what's in the planet? What's the planet like? What am I gonna do there? I'm gonna be alone there. How do I even find my way around the planet or the place? What am I? You know, I'd just be overthinking it, and I'd be like, no, forget it. I'm not going. I'm just gonna sit right here in the wards. So I think it would take me a long time before I actually decided to go to a planet. But I think eventually, like after a long, long time, I probably would have, you know, once I felt more comfortable and maybe met somebody that would join me, I would get the courage to go to a different planet. And if I was presented with, say, a holo or a brochure of different planets, like saying, which one do you want to go to? Just by looking at them, I think I would choose Thessia, because Thessia is like more of a city than anything. Cities are more familiar, so, and then, I don't know, I feel like a little bit more safe in the city. Just because in wilderness, it's more, you could get lost easier. And in the city, you could quickly find your way around, right? Especially because you're like, okay, there's that one store or that one shop or whatever, that one building. You know, you find your way around easier. But yeah, I think I would be a mess. If I were to be teleported into the Mass Effect universe, I would be an absolute mess. And I'm not even going into like the threats, like say the Reapers or anything like that, just because I'd already be a mess anyways. So you can kind of guess what I would be like if I knew that there was an imminent threat. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and wait until I die from, I don't know, hunger or old age or something. The second scenario is if that was our reality. So for example, that's the reality we've always known. I'm still me, but this is the reality that I grew up in. I think I'd be slightly different, just because I don't think I'd be as sheltered as I am, just because of how much happens in the universe, in the Mass Effect universe, or is capable of happening, like space travel, going to different planets, different aliens. So I think I'd be a little bit different. I'd probably be a little less cowardly. But I don't think I wouldn't live on the Citadel, or I wouldn't be situated on the Citadel, because I don't like to be around huge crowds anyways. So I think I would live on some peaceful colony or something like that. I don't know why I see myself as like some kind of assistant to somebody, because I've always been like a teacher's pet. Like, I've always loved to assist people. I've always loved to help people with their jobs. It's so weird. I don't know why. I remember when I was a little bit younger, and my brother used to work at the college, at the local college. He used to work there as one of the technicians. Every now and then I'd go with him, and I loved going with him to help him like connect things and stuff like that. I was so stupid. It would always fascinate me, and he was always like, stupid idiot. Like, I don't even know why she likes this. Like, you should do my job instead. I think my favorite place to travel would be Surkesh. And the reason is because I think I would be fascinated with the Solarians. I think I'd love the Solarians just because of their intelligence and all that. So even their quirkiness would attract my curiosity. So that would be my favorite place to travel to. So now moving on to scenario 3, how I see myself in the Mass Effect universe. How I would describe myself in the Mass Effect universe. I don't have to be me as I am. It doesn't matter. But just like, if I were to be in the Mass Effect universe, what would I be? Given my personality only. I totally see myself as completely different physically. Physically, I'd be completely different. But personality-wise and mentality-wise, I totally see myself, and I've said this before, I totally see myself as a Solarian, but not a Solarian female. I see myself as a Solarian male, and the reason is because I don't see myself as a Solarian female, because the Solarian females are very diplomatic or political. The Solarians are run by pretty much like a matriarch type of society, where the Delatrases are the ones that run the society, and I'm not like that at all. I hate politics. I hate all that stuff. I don't like being the leader. So I would be a male, because the male Solarians are the ones that are very into researching and science and that kind of thing. And I love that kind of stuff. Like, I'm totally into that. So I think I'd be some kind of like a doctor of some sort, because I love and I know a lot about health and like anatomy and physiology. Throughout the years, I've learned a lot about that stuff. But I wouldn't be some kind of physician or something like that. I would be some kind of like researcher, like that field, but a researcher. I'd be worthless in battle. I'd be like your typical scrawny Solarian. I'd be more brains than brawn. I'd be socially awkward, because I am. I could see myself as a scrawny, intelligent Solarian that always stumbles over my words, because I always do. My mind is always going faster than the way than when I talk. I always find myself like stuttering or just not finding the word that I want to say, and like it's so hard for me sometimes. When it comes to where I would live, I was thinking a lot about this. I was like, dude, where would I live? Because I wouldn't live on Surkesh. That'd be too... It would just be too familiar for me. If, let's say, the events of Mass Effect 3 happened, and Rannoch was fine, you know, the Quarians were starting to rebuild and all that. They went back to Rannoch. If that's what... If that was what was going on, I would love to live on Rannoch. Mostly because I love that type of environment. That rocky, desert type of canyons, the red sand. I love the way that looks. Seriously, Rannoch is probably my favorite planet. So I would love to be there, be a Solarian on Rannoch. Trying to help out the Quarians, like doing all this research and like studying how to, to improve the planet, or how to help the Quarians. I think I'd be, with the whole anatomy, physiology, health thing, I think I would be very interested in helping the Quarians. Like, I'd be really interested in their immune systems, in their health, just generally, their physical health. And how they would survive on Rannoch, and how they would make the transition and all that. That would be awesome. That would be what I would want to be doing in Mass Effect, is be a Solarian male doctor, researcher of Quarians on Rannoch. That would be so cool. So just really quick, let's just see what my name would be as a Solarian. I found this Mass Effect OC generator. I don't know what the OC is, but I just found it. So let me just start this so that I could record the screen. Name. Now, my name, I'm just gonna put, this is gonna be pretty funny. I'm gonna put Gamer MD. Should I put a number? I'm not gonna put a number. Male. Solarian. And this is different for Solarians though, so let's just say young adult, I guess. And generate. Aw, I thought it would generate my name. That's stupid. Oh my god, wait a minute. Sexual orientation, exclusively xenophilic, exclusively homosexual. How does it come up with this? Personality, peaceful, well-mannered, morose, logical, extroverted, humorous. What? Where does it come up with this stuff? So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is for fun. A lot of people sometimes go, it's just a game. I know it's just a game, but this is just, you know, it's for fun. It's just, you know, coming up with scenarios. It's called using your imagination. So yeah, if you guys want to make a video response to this, you are more than welcome to. I think we could get some pretty funny and pretty good ideas from this. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Hopefully that was entertaining. Hopefully that was interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this. I really want to continue the series, so I've got some pretty good ideas coming for this. It'll come out every now and then. If you don't want to go into detail, if you can't do a video response and you don't want to go into detail with the 3 scenarios, I think the most interesting one is the 3rd one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.